You're not lazy with money. Being broke is making you dumber. And the science is brutal. This is the scarcity tax. It doesn't show up on your bank statement. It shows up in your decisions. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's what nobody told you about being broke. Your brain has limited bandwidth. Think of it like RAM. When money is tight, one problem hogs the whole machine. Rent, food, that bill due Friday. Researchers call it tunneling. Your mind locks onto the urgent threat and everything else goes dark. Not because you're dumb, because stress is renting the part of your brain that solves problems. Studies on scarcity, including work by Mullainathan and Shafir, show the mental load of money stress can cost you the equivalent of serious IQ points in working memory. Same person, same brain, different bandwidth. When the pressure lifts, the points come back. When it doesn't, the tax keeps charging interest. That's not a motivation problem. That's a bandwidth problem. And it has 5 favorite ways to empty you. Number 1, bandwidth theft. When money is tight, your brain doesn't multitask, it tunnels. You can hold rent in your head. You cannot also hold a 5-year plan, a side skill, and a calm conversation with your future self. So the long game dies quietly. You forget the form. You miss the deadline. You say yes to the expensive easy option because the smart option needed a clear head you didn't have. That's not carelessness. That's a full hard drive. And here's what stings. People with a cushion look disciplined because their brain isn't running emergency software 24/7. They're not built different. They're taxed less. 2, tunnel vision. Scarcity makes today scream and tomorrow go silent. You fix the urgent hole. You ignore the slow leak. Saving feels fake. Investing feels like a luxury for other people. Learning a skill feels optional when Friday is a threat. Your brain isn't choosing wrong on purpose. It's choosing what's loudest. And loud is always the next due date. That's why broke loops feel impossible to exit. Every good move lives outside the tunnel, and the tunnel is where your attention is trapped. Funny how that works. The system that needs long-term thinking the most is the one that steals your ability to do it. 3, the scarcity premium. Broke people often pay more to be broke. Overdraft fees, late fees, high-interest credit, can't buy in bulk, can't wait for the better price, can't float a deposit. Emergency pricing becomes a lifestyle. That's not bad luck. That's a tax on not having a cushion, and it compounds in silence. You pay $12 because you can't pay $10 later. You finance the thing you could have owned outright if last month hadn't eaten you alive. Every fee is a toll booth on a road you didn't choose. Rich brain buys once. Scarcity brain rents forever and calls it surviving. 4, decision fatigue. A brain under money stress is a tired brain. Tired brains don't optimize. They default. Fast food, one-click buy, minimum payment, the expensive easy button. You didn't fail discipline. You ran out of mental fuel before the good choice showed up. Every money decision costs voltage. Do I buy this? Can I afford that? What if the car dies? What if hours get cut? By night, your willpower isn't weak, it's empty. And the market knows. That's when the ads get louder. That's when the app makes checkout frictionless. That's when treat yourself shows up dressed like self-care. That's not preference. That's a drained battery making policy. 5, identity lock, the deadliest one. After enough scarcity loops, the story hardens. I'm just bad with money. People like me don't invest. I'll never get ahead. That's not a fact. That's a script. And as long as broke is who you think you are, no amount of money will stick. Your brain defends the identity even against your own future. Get a windfall, you leak it. Get a raise, lifestyle creep eats it. Get a chance, you self-sabotage because winning would make the old story a liar. and your brain hates liars more than it hates being broke. This is why the scarcity tax is generational. It's not only cash, it's a self-image that keeps reinstalling the same software. You're not broken, your bandwidth is, and your story is running on fumes from a war you already survived. If this is hitting a little too hard, good. That means the manual is landing. Subscribe for more money psychology. I drop the stuff nobody taught you. So how do you stop paying full price on this tax? You don't need a guru. You need bandwidth back. 1. Automate the decisions that drain you. Bills, transfers, minimum savings. The day it hits the account, a slice leaves. No debate, no heroics. Every automated move is one less tiger your brain has to track. 2. Kill open loops. Scarcity loves unfinished tabs, unpaid confusions, vague debts. I'll figure it out later. Write the real numbers down. 1 page. Ugly is fine. Your brain can put down what it can see. Mystery is expensive. Clarity is a refund. 3. Build one enough number. Not a dream lifestyle, a floor. 1 month of essentials. Then 2. A cushion isn't wealth. It's cognitive armor. The moment a surprise stops being an emergency, your IQ points start coming home. You're not trying to become a monk. You're buying your prefrontal cortex back from the landlord called stress. Small cushion, fewer tabs, fewer tolls. That's how the tunnel widens. Being broke doesn't just cost you money. It rents space in your head and charges interest. You're not lazy. You're not broken. Your brain's been running emergency software in a world that profits when you never reboot. Nobody gave you the manual. Now you've got it. Widen the tunnel. Build the cushion. Change the story before the story finishes you. Which tax hits you hardest? Bandwidth? Tunnel vision? The premium? Fatigue? Or identity? Drop it in the comments. More money psychology every week. Subscribe. Don't be their easiest mark.